And if we are looking at collectivism and individualism in organization, do you think there is a way of high individualistic country to build the same type of teamwork, collaboration, common spirit, sacrifice to another, which is natural for a collective country?
You can always do things with different cultures, but it takes more effort. So that's the thing. It's easy to build a team in a collectivistic culture. You just say, hey guys, let's move this couch. And 3 people stand up and pick up the couch and move it. Yeah? And when you say the same thing in an individualistic culture, people look at each other and there's a brief moment of saying, okay, who is going to do this? Is this really a good idea? Should I join? Should I not? And then maybe somebody needs to say, hey guys, let's do it now. You take that end of the couch, I'll take this end of the couch. So there's a bit of hesitation. It can still happen, but it's not natural. Teams, there's an expression in Brazil which is mutirão. And mutirão means when everybody suddenly decides to do something together. Yeah? You see a lot of that in volunteer work, in disaster relief work, when suddenly people come out of nowhere and start delivering food for victims of flood or something like that. And mutirão is everybody together doing something. And this happens in collectivist cultures spontaneously or almost spontaneously. Let's say if somebody gives the initial order, it helps a lot. Yeah. And it lasts as long as there is enthusiasm and energy, which is not very long. I mean, mutirão typically is a joint effort to do something in a short term. Yeah? So you can have that, for instance, to build a house, and maybe you do it in a week. Yeah? But you don't build a whole neighborhood over 6 months in a mutirão, because all that energy suddenly goes down, yeah? And people have to disperse, and maybe you do another mutirão a month later to build another single house. Yeah? So it's kind of on and off. Yeah? But it's very easy to mobilize. Yeah? While to build an individualistic, a team of people from individualistic cultures, you can do it, but then you need to have all these team building exercises. Yeah? You have to do that to sort of teach them to have the team spirit. And I remember years ago, there was an American team who wanted to form a deal team with South Americans. And they were discussing, they came to me, I was HR at the time, and they said, look, we want to build this joint team, yeah? So can you help us do that? As long as we don't have any of those team building exercises, because we've had too many of those. We're sick of doing that. So again, individualistic cultures will do it, especially if it's the Americans, if it serves a purpose. This will make us more effective. Okay, so let's do it. But it's not natural. And because it's not natural, after a while they say, okay, we've had enough of this. Can we get down to the task now? We've had enough, buddying up with other people and hugging, etc. But let's get down to work. Yeah? And can you help us? As long as it's not, again, about all this fluffy hugging people thing, yeah?
So